all here? Okay, Rabbi said, a good talk. We're in the afternoon Vavam and Aleph. If I'm not mistaken, we're up to the story of Barhadia. Yeah, that's right to you? In other words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10 lines down from the top. Second word in the line. No? So just, yeah, no? Yeah, makes sense, yeah? Okay. Barhadia. So here's how the story goes for pretty much for the Amud here. So it's one big story. It's got a lot of different parts to it. So Barhadia, which means to say, he was a professional dream interpreter. I don't know, we started this last time? I don't know. Okay. So the rule like this. Now you have to understand why this. We'll see. We'll analyze this a little bit maybe at some point. But so he had a very simple rule. Either you're a paying customer or you're not. So if you paid for the dream, so he interprets it positive. Malyusa. Positive way. Partially agree with it, but if you don't pay, so you get what you pay for. You get a bad dream. That was the deal. Now, I mean, I don't think this. We'll see in the story that this people didn't necessarily understand that. Now, it's really interesting thing. Apparently, in the context of the story, it seems like they had like almost identical dreams sometimes. So Abai, they both go to interpret the dream. I don't know if they were there at the exact time or different times. I don't know. But so Abai was the one paying. So Amri, they said to him, you should interpret our dreams. So what was the dream? One second. Well, it was a dream. The dream was as follows. We're going to have a bunch of dreams. So hold on. I'm going to go. There's a lot of dreams, so I have to explain them quickly. One, he says, your axe is shecht in front of you. So Rav Amalai Pasuk Iskicha, the Meichel mi utzva delibach. So for Rava, who didn't pay, he said, bad news, you're going to lose all your money. The concept of shulchan tovach is it's like it's a klala it's one of the klalas in the parsha of klalas. It's shulchan tovach, and he won't be able to eat it. The pasuk says, how's it go? Shulchan v'necha v'leiseicha mimenu. That's the continuation of the pasuk. So continuation is very important here. And that's the point is you won't be able to enjoy your own properties. So you're going to lose your money. You won't be. You'll be very sad. Abaye says that you will make so much money. You will be so busy. A little bit interesting interpretation of the pasuk, but you won't have time to eat. You'll be so busy. You won't have time to eat. And it's emphasis on you won't have time to eat, not on that. What the shrocha tavuach maybe means people will be shechting your shiurs because they'll be so good. People want to buy them, and you'll be so busy you won't have time to eat. That's the positive way of looking at the same dream. Chedva is happiness. Amulei, we had a dream. Bani Rabbanos. But we read. Sorry, a Karina. We read in the Torah. We read in the dream. That's what we saw in the dream. That's what we read in the dream. Sorry, I don't know if I translated that correctly before. The pasuk says again. This is also in the Torah. Says Bani Muban is Toilid v'lo yeloch yochi b'shevi. Says you have children, but they won't be with you. So the Rava like Kivishusa, they're going to be captured, like Kipshuta, like the pasuk sounds like. You have so many children, and what happens is you're gonna have all these daughters, and they're gonna get married. So don't people. It's like it's gonna be almost like they're captives. They're gonna be busy with their families and their husbands, and they're not gonna see them. Again, so that's obviously a very positive way in interpreting something which is apparently a very bad curse. Interpreted very positive. Why? Because again, remember, Abai is paying. paying customer. Another pasuk we read that your children soon amacher, your children will be given to another nation, which is also again this is also the technical. You have so many children, and you're gonna have an argument with your wife. The argument's going to go as follows: you're going to say, "I want my children to marry to relatives of my family, people I know, whatever." He amra the kriva. It used to be people would marry, often marry family or cousins or whatever it is. And she says, no, to mine, and she's going to force you. And it's going to be the Havi Kamacha. It's going to be like, and her family is like a whole different nation to you, and therefore that's going to be what's going to happen to your children. Okay, no, say it. So you didn't choose it. You give a chutanim exactly. Okay, the Rav no. Besides Shchiva, also another Israeli. So it's a very bad thing is going to happen. Your wife is going to pass away, and you're going to have to remarry. And your children are going to be in the hands of a different woman. That's a klala. That is the wife of the father, who's not the mother of the children. Okay, now this is a positive pasuk. So Labai Amalei Rav Giskef V'chalta V'shasisa because the psukim you're gonna read this pasuk Lecha B'simcha Lachmecha. You're gonna be happy and eat. That's a pashtus. L'Rav Amalei pasuk Iskecha Tavachta V'Lochalta. You're gonna shecht. You're not gonna be able to eat. You'll be tray forever. You won't be able to eat. V'Lochalta V'Shatita V'Karisa V'Fchuche Pachta. You have to read this pasuk to soften your fear, but it's really, even though lech is not a good thing for you. Another we read the pasuk. Zera a lot of seed. The sada will produce a lot of produce on a seed. So the beginning of the pasuk is you'll take off a lot of seeds from the sada. Now, the end of the pasuk is a klala. This is also the teichach. It says that you'll plant a lot of seeds, and you'll only be able to harvest a little bit because there'll be locusts. So the Rav will name you safer, and Rav told them the end, the klala. Pasuk says again. This is all the teichach. Same thing. You have a lot of olives. But again, you won't harvest them. So the everyone will see. Now this pasuk kipshutoi is part of the bracha. All the goyim will see kishem akshar nikolecha of Yom Mekah. They say that's we're not tefillin, right? People will be afraid of Jewish people. You'll be the Reish Masifta, you'll be the head of the yeshiva, Havis, and a Moschel Nefelis Ba'alma, so people will be afraid of you. The Rav Amalei B'daini de Malka Itbar. He gave it a whole different thing. You're gonna get in trouble. You'll be in trouble with the law, with the Daini de Malka, Umitvasa Biganve, and they're gonna frame you and they're gonna catch you in something. And everyone's gonna be afraid to be like you. Everyone's going to say, "Oh, if we're afraid, look." Everyone's going to say, "Look what happened." If this happened to Rava, I'm certainly afraid. Also, we tough to Rava, and everyone's going to say, "Look, they came and they took Rava." Amalei Chasa Apumdani. He saw a lettuce. Like we call in Hebrew, lettuce, chasa, apumdani, on the top of a barrel, a little weird thing. Your business is going to be very busy. You're going to be really tired. It's going to be like lettuce. It's like tired. I don't know why it's tired. No, sorry. It doesn't mean tired. It means Rashi says kaful, whatever. Piece of lettuce is very wide. So your business is going to be, it's a simon, your business will be very big expand. I don't know. The Rav and the Mori is kichas, just like on Pesach, right? We eat maror, so chazeres, lettuce, one is maror. I mean, no, because it's bitter. So your business also. So again, he gave him bad news on the same dream. Anyway, they said, listen, we saw chazan, we saw the following a new dream. Bisra and apum dani. They said, no, this is not lettuce, but rather meat. Bisra is basar meat, yeah. Apum dani on top of the barrel. The bayam basim chamelcha. Your wine is going to have a very nice aroma. It's going to smell really good. What's the cool yavam? This way, everyone's going to come buy your meat, the chamra, and your wine. Rava amalei tokif chamcha what's the cool yavam? Because your wine, no one's going to buy. Your wine is going to go bad, and no one's going to. I don't know why everyone's going to buy meat. I don't get this exactly what it is, but okay. Amalei chaz another dream. Chavisa the toy bedikla. We saw a barrel that's hanging on a palm tree. Totally ridiculous. Your business is going to be raised. It was very high. It was raised up just like a palm tree is very tall. That your business is going to be very weak, like dates. Sweet, sorry, sweet. Yeah. Sweet. So why is that bad? It's going to be sweet for everybody else. In order to be able to purchase your stuff very cheap, everything will go cheap, and then it'll be sweet for us. Amulat Chazin Roimio de Kadich Apuma Didani. You saw a what's it called? A spear. Yeah, it penetrated penetrated through a barrel. Abaya Malayasik Iskachukirumna. I think that's what it is. Yeah. Oh no, sorry. No, sorry. It's a pomegranate. Sorry. There's a pomegranate on top of the on top of the on the top of the barrel. So the buyer, your business is going to be just like there's a lot of seeds in a pomegranate. So you the Rav Amalei, Kavi is Roma. No, it's just like a pomegranate. It's like tart. It has like it has a tart. A little sour. So too, your business is going to go sour. Okay, another dream. So we saw a barrel that fell into a pit. Your business is gonna be in demand. People are going to be wanting your whatever your business is. They want it. Like this expression goes. Everything's falling in. Everything is going in. And you won't be able to meet, I think, the demand. Everyone's going to want to buy everything you have. You won't be able to you have so much business, you won't know what to do. The Rav like you think your business is going to fall down the drain. Right? So you can look at it two ways. I saw a donkey that's upside down. It's on its head, and it's screaming. So according to Abai said, you're going to be, again, Rashi says, Rosh Yeshiva, Adois Drushes, Kamu Alecha, and everyone's going to be listening to you. So you're screaming, right? Everyone's going to hear you. The Rav Amalei Petach Hamor Goy B'Tanah. He wrote a very weird, strange thing. He said, this fact that you see this something's wrong with the donkey. That's a similar that when it says Petach in your Hamor in your tefillin, that part of your tefillin is missing. It's erased from your tefillin. So he says, I know my tefillin look like they're there. Amalei, no, you're right, but the Vov, the Petach Hamor, is varig. At least something is missing there. So if you write the word chamor with a vav, so the vav is missing. It's only a kosher like the missing a vav. Rashi was there, and then he got erased. Now, sorry. So you see the context. I'm sorry. You do see at the end of the story that they were together. Apparently, all these dreams they were together. Now here, now Rava goes to himself privately. I saw the the door, the door frame, whatever the door, the outside door of the house fell. I'm like, hey, that's Ishtach Shachma. That represents your wife. Your wife passed away. I'm like, Chazis Kichi Vishini Denata. I see teeth falling out. I'm like, that's your children that passed away. I'm like, Chazi Tartan Yoini. I see two doves fly away. I'm like, Train Nashi Vigaresh. You divorced two wives. I'm like, Chazi Trey Gagila the lift. I see two heads of lephis, of turnip, or lephis. Amalei, train kufi blas. You're going to absorb two blows. Also, Rava, who yoyme v'yosef b'midrash. You see the Shkach Hanam trade. It's like two blind people that become out. They're arguing with each other. Also, Rava the Fugin, he tried to help, to try to calm the dispute. And what happened was, Machu, the Rava trade Dolu, they hit him twice. And then Dolu Michmechri, they wanted to hit him a third time. I'm like, Misti, trade Chazi, it's enough. Mistai, enough. I only saw two. Soif also Rav. Now listen to the end of the story. Very interesting story. Soif also Rav, you have the Agra. Now Rav comes and he pays. Amalei Chazi Yashita Denofel. And he says, listen, I saw this here. It's like a beam. It's already some foundation. Now this time, he apparently doesn't sound like a chicken dream. Something fell down. Something in his house. Yeah. She said, "What? What was the phone? Okay. The wall falls down. The wall falls down. Only the chassid looks. Oh, that's good. Your walls go down. Your boundaries expand. You're going to have a lot of property. Amalei chazoya panda. Now he's telling him good things. Now see, Chazal the panda's palace. The Abayi the Nofel. The Chassin Afkin, it's covered with dust. Amalei Abayi shochiv. Abayi will pass away, and the Sifte Osi the Gavech, and you will take over the yeshiva. Amalei Chazi Apanda Didi. Then I saw my Apanda Vasukuli Alma. Shokul Lebintu Lebin. So that just means that everyone's going to want to marry your children. I'm sorry. That's part of the dream. I'm sorry. I saw my palace fall, my house fall down, and Kulam would come and take my daughters, my sons and my daughters. So Shmaitza Mivadrin Ba'alma. Your Torah will be spread out in the world. Everyone will hear your Torah. I'm like Chazi the Ifka Reisha Vinasa Mukri. I saw that my head was penetrated, and Nasa Mukri, my I think his brain coming out. Actually, Nasa Moicha, yeah. Amalei Udre mi Beisadya Nofe. That's a good thing. That the shmatas, like the soft stuff. Mi Beisadya Nofe. Was that you have something there? What do you have there, Robert? Right. So what's he saying? Oh, there's a Bach. Yeah, a feather it says. Okay, I guess I don't know what's. I guess it's not such a big deal. Whatever. Something. So feathers will come out. Only Akrayin Halal Mitzvah. I saw a dream where I read the Hallel, which is what we say on Pesach. We call Hallel Mitzvah, the Hallel that we read, the full Hallel we read on Pesach, the Chalma. Amalei Yisuf Mishkashi, yeah, it's like Yitzias Mitzrayim. It could be miracles. Okay, now here comes this thing. He went together with him on a boat now. So he says, so now this Bahadia is saying it. If I just interpret a dream, that this guy is going to have miracles, that means he needs a miracle. And that means I don't want to be there when he needs a miracle because I'm not going to get a miracle. Now, so he jumps out. Now here's the story. This Bahadia, he carries with him a special dream, special dream sefer that tells you the status of decoding the dreams or something. I don't know. Right? So Nafal Sifra Minei, Ashkecha Rava, and Rava found in this sefer, so now in this sefer revealed the pechus of the dream. Amar Rasha, b'didoch kaime, it's because of you. It's you. It's in you. It depends. The tarasan kuli high, kulu. That means to say it was not revealed that really, in fact, that the way the interpreter interprets the dream affects how their dream is going to affect the person. So he says that means all these terrible things. He said his wife died, and this, and his children, and his business. Kuli high, kulu. And he says now because he was a tzaddik, he said kul mechil. I'm moichel. But I'm not moichel you for one thing. Bar accept me, bar to my wife. Says that I'm not moichel. Why should I moichel for her? You damn sure. Yeruah. Because of that, now it's interesting to say why is he moichel everything else. I guess B'din he can be moichel, but this he said I can't be moichel, and therefore because of that, Yeruah, it should be as Hashem should give you punishment. You should be given over to the government. So what happened here? Sorry. So Bahadi said, what am I going to do? The Chacham certainly could give him a curse, and he gave him a very bad curse here. And they're not going to be merachim on him. They're going to do terrible things to him. We'll see. The Kol Shekain Rava, the Medina Kalai. Now he had every right to do that. I'm an Ekem ve'igli. So I'm going to go into Golis. So interesting why he made this cheshbon. We'll still shortly see. This is not going to help. But he thought to go into Golis. Come Gali Liba Lebeirayim. He went to the Roman territory, to the house of, to where the government of Rome was located. Also, the Tarzina, the Malka. He sat at the guard, the chief of police of the king. Now I guess he heard that this guy was an interpreter. The Ayel Mechta Betzbosi, that a needle went into my finger. No, I'm not giving you a dime. I see that a worm went into my finger. 2 fingers. The worm gets into his whole hand. Now what happened? So this would really happen. Finally he says, okay, what happened was there's a worm in all the silk of that you're guarding for the king. They went to go kill the police, the head of police. Why You blame me. You should bring Isa Lahai, Daviyad of This guy, it's his fault. He didn't interpret, he refused to interpret the dream. Because of your money that you want, Horvu Shiroi de Malka. Okay, fine, we'll stop here. Pick it up tomorrow. That? Okay, you want to see one more line? You want to see the end of the story of the. Yeah. So what they did is Kafisu train Arze B'chavva. So this is the punishment they gave him. They tied him to they tied two huge massive trees together with the rope. Chad Kari the Chad, and they tied his leg one to each tree. The Chad Kari the Chad Arza, one leg to one tree, and then they released it. Ad Stolik Resha until it split him into two. Also Kochan, and also Kochan, I think it's maybe also Kochan to come into each tree shot back into its place in the Stolik, the knuckles of the train. That was the end of this. How do you got? Yeah.